So a lot of YouTubers or content creators or RCBI people, let's call them RCBI content creators, used to badmouth Vanuatu. They used to say it's a shady passport. It's a passport that criminals usually get, and therefore how they would stay away from Vanuatu. And the coin has flipped. Now Vanuatu stock is shooting up. A lot of clients are demanding, they're asking for the Vanuatu citizenship, the Vanuatu passport. There's some exciting deals and some packages. The reason why the Vanuatu passport is so important is not for its visa free. It does have some extraordinary access. I'm going to touch upon that access in a second here, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is that this passport, you can add a certain things like your address, your mailbox, your utility bills and stuff like that. That makes it super exciting. In a lot of other citizenships, you don't have that connection, or you cannot establish that direct connection with the country. And the whole point here is to establish genuine ties that are defendable. No one can question your ties to the country, and that all can be accomplished in Vanuatu. I'm going to discuss that in the second half. But before that, I wanted to mention two things. One is that this channel was the only channel that always said and stood for Vanuatu, because Vanuatu stood for its citizens. It did not listen or give in to the demands of the Western forces. So it lost all the access. And what access did it lose? Only the Western access, like the access to the Schengen area. And good thing, it's an absolutely good thing to lose that access, because that is the most vulnerable thing that you can have. You can lose that access at any point in time, and that is where you want to add all the valuable residency permits in the world, so you jack up the strength of that poor passport, not your home country passport. Don't touch that beast. Let it sit where it sits. But when we are talking about a second passport, it's not a trash passport, because it does get you all the non-Western access, including your address, your residency proof, your IDs, your utility bills, your phone bills, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to touch upon that in a second here. But more importantly, it covers the miscellaneous access. And for the Schengen problem, you just add a golden visa. Yes, they sell their golden visas, they sell paper residencies, but they don't like these guys giving that access for free, because EU means money. You show them the money and they'll grab the money. Now, what is the big advantage of Vanuatu? There are substantial discounts that you can strike to the Vanuatu deal. I'll touch upon that in a second here. Secondly, it is the fastest living citizenship. A lot of people don't like to be harassed. They don't care about that stupid due diligence. They're not criminals, they're clean people. So when you're a clean person, right, you should be able to get your passport lightning fast, because remember, you're paying for this. You're donating money to the country. The country should not treat you like a criminal. The country should give you respect, should value the money that you're donating, and in return, they should give you the reward by speeding up the process and giving you as less hassle as possible. With us, it takes 60 days approximately. It could take slightly more, it could take slightly less, but in 30 days to 60 days, typically, you can get your Vanuatu fresh, green, sexy passport. Yes, I feel in 2026. Now, before we continue, I wanted to ask you for a quick favor. If you're here for the first time, please check your subscription. And if you aren't yet subscribed, please turn that on. It helps this channel grow, and it helps me keep you updated on time. Now let's deep dive. This passport looks quite sexy. It has an appeal, and it's a fast, lightning fast process. It gives you that nationality real quick. The good thing is that they don't believe in sharing or publishing your information. And yes, they're okay with losing that access. The simple solution to that problem is add a paper residency. There are 3 paper residencies that you can look at: the Portugal golden visa, the Greece golden visa, the Latvia golden visa. Each one has a different price range. Each one has a unique advantage. At any point in time you're looking to strike this Vanuatu package or any other residency, you can always click the link, book a call, we can have a quick chat and get you started. Apart from getting the Vanuatu passport, let's say a lot of people don't have that much budget, or they want to graduate to that level after some time, there's a quick, direct, permanent residency, a zero tax corporate, a zero tax personal residency that you can strike in Vanuatu. And yes, you can add all those miscellaneous services to the PR, as well as to the passport. So there's a low cost option that can be struck 100% remote in 5 to 25 days. You can strike that package as a standalone service. And in future, let's say you want to upgrade from the PR and you want to get a sexy travel document, you want to look cool carrying that very interesting green colored passport, you can upgrade your status to a citizen and you can get the passport for travel purposes. Now, one of the most important access that I see on the Vanuatu passport is the access to Panama, right? So you can go in Panama visa free. Panama is one of those countries which lets foreigners enter visa free and then acquire a direct premium permanent residency, or you can do the travel passport option. That way your nationality still remains Vanuatu, but your passport can be, you can add a second passport. It's a travel passport by simply opening a bank account. And you want to know more about the requirements for that, I have a dedicated separate video with all the detailed requirements for the travel passport option. You can return and take a look at this one. So if you have a Vanuatu, if you have the travel passport that's attached to Vanuatu, and Vanuatu sits on the good list of countries for Panama, so it's a fast processing. In a couple of weeks, less than that in most cases, you get the travel passport, or you can acquire the travel passport, and then you have two documents which are rock solid, which have the Schengen access, which have all the bells and whistles that you are looking for. Now, if you compare the African passports to, let's say, the Vanuatu passport, the African passports typically average at around 50-55 countries access. If you compare and contrast this with Vanuatu, Vanuatu has close to 91 or plus countries. So where is this difference of a double? It is in the access to miscellaneous places. If you look at the list, you can review the list later on, but if you look at the full list of countries that Vanuatu has direct access to, it's super interesting, and you can always jack it up by adding a golden visa, which solves a lot of problems in terms of accessing the EU long term. But the EU permit also opens up visa free to other countries, so it's an interesting combination that you can strike. Whether they're looking to renounce, whether they're looking to create a completely second life done legally, then you have this option. Now, what is the price of Vanuatu? There are two interesting options in Vanuatu. If you want to pay outright and not wait for any investment component back, there's a donation element of 130k USD. But the better option is, especially if you have a family, is the 15k USD. It's the fixed price. It is not variable. That is the donation you're giving to the government. What's flexible is the investment component, right? So 50k in 4 years, you get that back with interest, and the interest is variable. So you're actually making money through that investment component, which you get back. And the amount of donation that you're eventually looking is 115 for that passport. Now, the specialty with us, or the unique services that we offer to our clients, is you can add a physical land address. So no, it's not fake. It's a real legal address maintained for you, right? So it's an actual physical location that's assigned to you that you're renting in Vanuatu legally. There's no concept of personal income taxes in Vanuatu. So no, you're not going to get any tax certificate because there is no personal income tax. The second thing that you can add to the package is a utility meter legally attached to your property. So you're going to get a monthly utility bill. That's very important because the banks aren't going to be happy with just the passport. They don't care. They want to know, apart from your nationality, where exactly do you live? What's the physical address? So you want to have a physical address. Second, and none of this is legal immigration, tax, or finance advice. You got to check what your home country expects, and you should always consult a legal professional for all this discussion. Or alternatively, as I said, you can always reach us. We can have a quick chat and hook you up with the right legal professional to get all of this sorted for you. The third thing that you could add to the package is a cell phone service. Now, of course, the cell phone service requires a physical address in order to register it locally. It's a local service, and it can be mailed to your home location. So you want to have that cell phone service. These three things, along with your residency proof, either it's a passport or a PR, you need in order to apply for other things like a driver's license. A driver's license is a completely optional thing. Some people just like as many IDs in a country as possible. So let's say that could be a fourth thing you could add. The fifth thing in this package that you could add is a local company or an international company. The company taxation is at 0%. And let's say you're free off of any home country and you're floating in space and you're just a traveler, a global trotter, and you have this setup, you have an address, utility, phone bill, residency, passport, whatever you want it. This whole package created in a bubble. It's all legally done. Think about the advantages of all this put together, the legitimacy of all this put together. You hardly get this with any other passport program, and that is the reason why the stock of Vanuatu is skyrocketing in 2026. Two of the hottest options that are in high demand in 2026 are the Vanuatu passport and the Portugal golden visa, the paper path to a Portugal citizenship. But till you get there, this combination on its own checks a lot of boxes. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and catch you in the next one.